Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I am glad you are here. Now I'm going to film something today that I've been meaning to film for a long time. As those of you who have seen my cleanup videos know that I do tend to collect vintage sewing items. I have a lot of vintage sewing machines. Well, I also collect just other vintage sewing items, and I've always wanted to show those to you guys, thinking that some of you might find it very interesting. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you some of my items and cleaning and decluttering and organizing at the same time. So I just wanted to start this video off today with this cute little guy. I bought this at a junk store, and it really was a junk store. I don't know what all these stains on here are. I've given it a clean with just regular Mrs. Meyer's kitchen cleaner, and none of that came off, but I didn't try too hard. This little model here looks like the Rocketeer. I have two Rocketeers. I don't know what this was supposed to be. It has this guard here, so it's not like you could sew on anything, I suppose, unless it was under there. But look at that blade thing. I was born in 1964, and that seems a little dangerous even for the 60s. So I don't actually know what this machine was for. That is not a needle, it's just a blade. I'm not sure what was supposed to happen there, but it's adorable, and I paid like $2 for it. It is hard to get these for that price. I would say that $25 or under for one of these, you know, to decorate your sewing room would be a reasonable amount to pay. I've seen them in much nicer shape than this, and of course, the price will go up accordingly. Now, to start my organizing, I have several different things here. I have this size of drawer set. This is a 3-drawer thing. I think I have 6 of these, and the drawers are 8.5 inches deep by 7.25 inches wide. I don't know why the whole thing is 6.5 in 6 7/8 tall. The drawers themselves are obviously not that tall. So I've got that I can put some goodies into. I also have this. And this was not very expensive, and it's pretty cool. It's like a tool, like a little, I don't know, for small items and bits and pieces. It has 8 of the larger drawers and 14 of the smaller drawers. And I can just put the little items that I'm going to be showing you together. Now, one of the reasons why I haven't done this so far is because when I buy my sewing boxes, I really prefer to keep them all together, because they are meaningful to me as sort of pieces of women's history. You know, women owned these sewing machines, and they sewed as part of keeping the house in order. And it's just interesting and, I don't know, touching for me to think about the women who owned these objects and used these objects and took care of their home and took care of their loved ones, and maybe even earned money with some of these items. It's just meaningful to me. And so I haven't been wanting to separate them. In other words, you know, I buy a sewing basket here, and then I buy a sewing basket there, owned by 2 entirely different women and containing similar items. I haven't wanted to put all those items together. I've wanted to keep the sewing basket separate. However, in the quest to get my room under control, I am going to start separating out and putting things together. And I'm just gonna like hope that it is not irreverent to break it all apart. I think that any of these women who these items belonged to would much rather they be used, and if I can't find them, because I don't know which of my many, many baskets they are in, they're not going to be used. But I don't know where I got this box. I was just going to show you this quickly. It's got some old threads in it. And, well, yeah, none of these are on plastic spools. This is all wooden. I love old thread. It's got this beautiful little typewriter ribbon box with gorgeous little buttons. These beautiful buttons here, those are mother of pearl. And I think all of these buttons would have been removed from other articles of clothing. See, that's a mother of pearl button, and it still has the thread in it where it was removed from other, you know, articles of clothing. So these are from a time when we didn't just throw things away. We didn't just put it, you know, in the trash or take it. We made sure we used every single bit of every single item that we could. And I find a lot of really cool little containers in my vintage sewing boxes because women would save them and put other things in them. This has some beautiful, my sister may have given me this little box. This is just the bottom of a cardboard box. And she may have gotten this somewhere and given it to me because I don't remember buying it. Let's see. I need to move my camera a little bit. New phone, and so still working on getting that all sorted. I noticed in my last video that I wasn't even looking at the viewfinder. It looked like I was looking at someone behind the camera the whole time. Aren't these gorgeous? That bottom is probably Bakelite, and then the top is probably cut glass. I would totally use these now. I would put them on something. Here's some beautiful little, probably Bakelite leaves. There's 2 of them there. These are gorgeous, large mother of pearl buttons. Let's see, I've got 4 of those. Is this one the same size? I've got 4 of those. Nope, that's 2 different sizes there, isn't it? But anyway, they're beautiful, and I would totally use these. And then there's several different ones of these military style buttons. That one's an eagle. That's another one of those eagles, as is that one. And then here's a different anchor. It's really cool. So there's that. Now, the very first box that I'm going to show you, I haven't looked in this box in probably a year. I don't remember what's in here. If it's not very much or if it's kind of boring, this will be a short video, which is okay, because some of them will be longer. This box I bought with a bunch of other stuff. Now, this is a vintage train case, and it's very nice. It's leather. It says, and I've looked this up. I've tried to do research on this, Pigtex luggage, to, you know, see if I could find out more about it, but I couldn't. But anyway, that is the box that we're going to go into first. Oh, I remember this box. Okay. So, some of you are going to know more about this than I do. This is tatting thread. I only know that because it says so right there. And people crochet, or is it called tat? I don't know. This stuff together. And like with a little, like a crochet hook, a tiny little crochet hook. And I just was so charmed by these. I think they are so beautiful. I'm sort of tempted to see if I could run these through a machine for a hem. They don't seem rotten. Nope, they're still juicy, not brittle at all. Because I think this would make a beautiful hem on a garment. These, especially these variegated ones. I mean, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And so this is what was in here. I have not moved this stuff around. I haven't done anything to it. I had a bunch of tiny little crochet hooks, and I gave them to my sister. And because she was going to learn how to crochet, I don't know if she ever did, but they came with this. I wonder if there's something under there. I've never looked under there. Huh. That's interesting. In the lid of this box, I guess that was supposed to be in there and it's just kind of fallen out, is some paper. I was hoping maybe, you know, an original copy of the Declaration of Independence or $1 million was under there, but no, apparently not. So this box is cute. It has Kleenex in it, and underneath is that same gingham drawer liner. But isn't this suitcase adorable? So there's that. And then down here, there's a couple more. You're the one that was loose. Let's get you wrapped up and back with your friends. Okay, so this apparently has some of her work in it. And I'm just very charmed by these. I think they are so cute. This is 3 different things. I don't know if these are lost baby shoes or prototypes or what. So this is, you know, for a 1-year-old or 2-year-old. So cute. My goodness. Not made with that same stuff we were just looking at, of course. This is just regular. I've always kind of wanted to learn this, but I don't want to start a new hobby. I just don't have it in me to gather up more stuff and then become another crazy hoarder for another hobby. It's another little shoe. This one feels like it's wool. So cute. I don't know what to do with these. I don't need 4 mismatched little shoes. You know? I wonder, they might be kind of cute hanging from a mobile or something in a baby's nursery. I don't know. Would that be creepy? Here's another one. Wait. Oh my gosh, that's like a little sandal. So I'm assuming, oh my goodness, that is so cute. I'm assuming you would have a button here somehow. And this might be attached that way. Look, it's got a little open toe on it. Is that not the cutest? Seriously, that is adorable. Now this I could definitely use, this stuff. So it's like this is coming unraveled. Oh my gosh, no, that's a pin, not a needle. Look how beautiful this is. I'm trying to see if I can tell the right side from the wrong side. I can't really. It's beautiful on both sides to me. Look how beautiful that is. So there's more than 12 inches of this. I'm assuming this is hand-tatted lace. And it's just beautiful. I have such respect for the woman who made this, for her talent and her patience. I don't know what to do here with this string that's loose from it. That's all of this is kind of attached to this. Here's another piece. Oh, this one still has the needle on it. So you can see what size needle she used. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not attached to that. Sorry. I guess maybe, I don't know how this is done. If this is done with a needle or if it's done with a hook. This is a very small piece. It's very pretty. I don't know what's going on over here. She did this part first and then she was gonna add that. So there's that. One little flower. So pretty. You know what? I might try to use this as I might try to tie this off somehow and use this on one of my vintage sewing machines as a spool felt. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I'm going to do that. Go put that on my little 99. This, I'm assuming, is a cuff. It's just beautiful. I think this is the right side. Here's another piece. I don't know. That's not finished. It's asymmetrical, so I don't know what you could use that for. Oh, this is my favorite so far. It's starting to come apart there. Oh, that's so pretty. My goodness. And this is attached right there. I don't know what this would have been, a waistband maybe? Or a neckline on a very deep, 20s style dress. You know how they had the big collars? I don't know, but it's beautiful. Here's a tiny little piece. Oh, here's the sole of one of those little shoes. And here's well, I wouldn't want to use it as a pot holder. It's thicker than the others. It's cute. Maybe you're just supposed to put it on the table with a vase on top of it or something. Here's a little flower petal or something. Super cute. So this came from a piece of crochet, a package of crochet thread, I'm assuming. And bias skirt facing. That's long. I mean wide. I never hem my skirts with facing this wide. Interesting. Maybe I'll use it. I use vintage binding all the time. It's probably a handmade tassel. And then she had some bobby pins and an emery board in here. Phoenix, Arizona. Everything for the physician and hospital. Southwestern Surgical. See, you can always get a little bit of information from things like this. Oh my gosh, this video is 19 minutes long. Didn't mean for them to go this long. I don't know what that is. It actually says something on it. I can't see it. Something Johnston. That's a cupcake topper, I'm assuming. And then probably the greatest thing in the box is this adorable, adorable tomato pin cushion with these weird pins. Sharp. All right, guys, so that's a walk through this box. I have many, many boxes. I would say that this stuff kind of reminds me of maybe the 40s or 50s. I can't say for sure, of course, but that would be my guess as to what it came from. I don't know that I'm going to separate this box out very much. Maybe I'll take that pin cushion out of there and that bias binding, because those I can use. But the rest of this stuff is kind of cute in here for now, so it may stay here while I figure out what to do with it. If you have any ideas, let me know. I hate to just throw away those darling little shoes. On the other hand, if I'm going to get my room cleaned up, I can't just keep stuff just because it's cute. You know, if it doesn't serve a purpose, and if I'm not, you know, using it for display to make my environment more beautiful, then I'm going to have to be ruthless and get rid of them. So just because something was useful at one time doesn't mean that it's useful now. And one shoe is only useful for a very small number of people. So let me know if you have any ideas of things I should do with those. And then the same with vintage pins. I've noticed that vintage pins do not stick to my magnetic pin cushions. So they're a little bit dangerous for a modern sewer to be using, because you throw it on your pin cushion and the next time you pick up your pin cushion, you drop it. They were made of tin maybe, or aluminum. Whatever they were made of, most of them are not magnetic. So they're not made of steel, most of them. So they're charming, but are they all that useful? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see my other sewing boxes and baskets. I have many, 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 and most of them, of course, have more sewing stuff than this. I hope you're having a great Thursday. I'm going to call this video series Throwback Thursday, and I'm going to show you something old from my sewing room on Thursdays. So you take care, have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you soon.